Hello everyone. Today we are solving Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics paper 4. Calculator is allowed, it's extended paper. The code of the paper is 0580 and the variant is 43. It's October-November 2025. The timings are 2 hours. You will have to attempt all questions and the total marks of the paper is 100. Calculator is allowed. Formula sheet will be given. So let's get started. Question number 1. The nth term of a sequence is 5 minus 2 and find the sixth term of the sequence. So the sixth term is when n is equals to 6 is equals to 5 minus 2 n, that is equals to 5 minus 2 times 6. 5 minus 2, 6 at 12, that is equals to minus 7. It's 1 mark question. Find the greatest number in the sequence. So you know that it's a decreasing sequence because you will have the coefficient of n is negative, which is minus 2. Whenever you see the coefficient of n is positive, then it is a increasing sequence. The coefficient of n is minus 2, so that's a decreasing sequence. So it means the first term will be the greatest term in the sequence. So we are just finding out the first term. So t1 is equals to 5 minus 2 times 1, that is equals to 3. That is the greatest number in the sequence. When you put 2, then you will get the more lower number. So question number 2, the stem and leaf diagram shows the age of each of 16 adults they are given. So that is like you read the stem and leaf diagram like 30, like 32, 33, then 33, then 35, 36, 37, like this. Okay, so they are total 16 adults. Find the number which is most repeated number. It's coming 3 times 1, so that is equals to 51. 5 and 1 makes 51. So 51 years is the mode in this question. Find the median. Median means the middle number. The middle number means you do n plus 1 upon 2 means 16 numbers are there. 16 plus 1 upon 2 means 17 upon 2. We'll have to check the 8.5th number in the sequence. Okay, so right now this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is 8th number and it is 9th number. 41 is the 8th number, 41 is the 8th number, and 45 is the 9th number, which is the center number. 8.5th number is the center number. So that is you just write down the median is equals to 41 plus 45 upon 2, that is equals to 46 upon 2, and here 86 upon 2, that is equals to 43. So 43 is the center number in the sequence. Find the percentage of the 16 adults with an age of less than 38. So less than 38, out of 16 numbers, less than 38 are, we just count them how many they are. So this is you have 32, 33, 33, then 35, 36, 37. All of the numbers are less than 38, so they are 1 2 3 4 5 6 out of 16 numbers. So percentage will be equals to 6 over 16 times 100, that is equals to 2 times 4 times you can cancel it with 4 times table or 2 times table. 2 times 3 is 8, or take the calculator, and 2 times 8 is 16, 4 2s are 8, and 25 times 3 into 25 makes 70. 3 into 25 upon 2 makes 75 upon 2, that is equals to 37 whole 1 over 2, or 37.5%. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question number 3, g is equals to 4 upon 5m square n. Find the value of g when m is equals to 6 and n is equals to 15. We just have to substitute the number that g is equals to 4 upon 5, and then you have 6 square into 15, that is equals to 4 upon 5 times 36 into 15. 5 times 1, 5 times 3 is 15, and then you have 4 into 36 into 3, which is equals to 432. All right, question number 4, the scale diagram shows a position of town A on a map. The town B is 12 kilometers from town A on a bearing of 80 degree. Using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 2 kilometers, mark the position of the town B on the diagram. All right, so you know that we'll have to mark in the diagram the point B. You know that 1 centimeter is equals to 2 kilometers, x centimeter is equals to 12 kilometers. So it means 2x is equals to 12, x is equals to 12 over 2, which is equals to 6 centimeter. We'll have to make from point A 6 centimeter with an angle of 80 degree over there. Okay, so here you just at this point draw an angle of 80 degree and then mark 6 centimeter. Just take your protractor and then it is 80 degree, and then you just mark 6 centimeters. Okay, so this is the point B here. All right, now the next part, the bearing of C from D is 130. Work out the bearing of D from C. It's a different question. A part we have done, it's entirely different question. So we are doing part B. Okay, the bearing of C from D. From D means north. It is 130 degrees. And C is there. Work out the bearing D from C. From C we'll have to do, this is the angle required. We go clockwise and write down in 3 digits. Okay, so we know that these two are interior angles. It is 130 and it is equals to 50 degrees. All right, so whenever it is equals to 50 degrees, so the bearing D from C is equals to 360 minus 50 is equals to 310 degrees. 310 degrees. All right, now question number 5. The diagram shows a regular decagon. AB is a line of symmetry of a decagon, and work out the value of D. Each interior angle we'll have to find out first of a decagon and then divide by 2. Obviously it's a regular one, so each angle will be same. So we are going to find out this angle. So each interior angle of a decagon. For a decagon, n is equals to 10. So we have a formula n minus 2 into 180 degree. So is equals to n minus 2 into 180 degree over n. So that is equals to 10 minus 2 into 180 degree over 10. 8 into 180 degree over 10 is equals to 144. So it means the whole angle is equals to 144, and it's the line of symmetry. So 144 is dividing into 2 parts. So your D will be equals to half of 144. This is equals to 72 degrees. Now the next question, the exterior angle of a regular polygon with sides n side is 45. Work out the value of n. You know that the sum of exterior angle for every polygon is 360 degrees. So each exterior angle is equals to 360 over n. So 45 is each exterior angle given in the question is equals to 360 over n. So n is equals to 360 upon 45, which is equals to 8. So it's a 8-sided polygon. Question number 6, simplify y to the power 5 divided by y square. So you just subtract the powers, is equals to y5 minus 2 is equals to y cube. Alright, now 3 times 5 at part B, 3x cube multiplied by 5x to the power 5. 3 times 5 is 15, and x, you just add it together. 3 plus 8, 15, 3 plus 5 is equals to 15x to the power of 8. Okay, now the next question, transformation question, question number 7. Now in this question, describe fully the single transformation that maps D onto E. So D onto E, we can easily see that it is the translation, parallel lines, and they are not flipped. So it means it's a translation, and I'm going to write down the translation vector also. So translation and the translation vector, how much it moved. So that is, if you are just checking, it is from here till here. So this is equals to 2 boxes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 below. So positive 2 and minus 8. It's a translation vector. Describe fully the transformation that maps D onto F. D onto F. Obviously, a bigger and the smaller diagram, it means it's an enlargement. In enlargement, we'll have to give the center of enlargement scale factor also. Okay, so for finding out the center, what do? We just join them together. So for example, if I have this one 1, then it is 1 prime. Okay, if it is to the smaller side, this is the smaller one, this is the smaller side. Okay, so be careful in connecting the corresponding lines. Okay, so this is going toward the bigger line, so this is 3 and 3 complement. Join all the lines and check there that wherever the lines will intersect, that will be the center. I'm joining the line. Use a ruler and join the points. I just connected 1 to point 1 to 1 prime. Now I'm connecting the 2 and the 3. The points 2 and the 3, and the third point is okay. So we found that the center of enlargement in the center, that's why scale factor will be. So the center of enlargement is minus 3 4, and now we have to find out the scale factor, which will be in negative. Take any point, like for example it is 1 2 and 3, and I'm just taking this line, it is only 2 boxes, means 1. So you can see this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and it is only 1. Any point you can take. So the scale factor is negative because your center of enlargement is in the middle. So scale factor is the image upon object. So image is 1 and object is 3. Okay, so this was 3 marks question. Question number 8. In question number 8, m is a positive integer, and write these values in order of size starting with the smallest. So this is m, this is 0.33, m means 33 upon 100. 1 upon 3, you know that it is recurring decimal point 333 m, and this is 320 upon 100 means 0. That is equals 320 upon 100 times m upon 10. Okay, so that is 0.32. 32 upon 100 is 0.32 m, and this is 0.320, 0.333m, 0.330m, and this is 1m. So whenever I just check that your first number is 320, like the least value, and then you have 330 the second value, 333 is the third value, and the fourth value is only m. So just write down 320% of m upon 10, and the second one is 33% of m, and the third one is 1 upon 3 of m, and the fourth number is m. Go to the next question. Draw a ring, round the calculations equivalent to n divided by 2 power 2 whole 3 upon 5. So that is n divided by I'm doing here n divided by 5 to the 10 plus 3 13 upon 5, or equals to n multiplied by 5 over 13. Okay, so this one is n multiplied by 5 over 13. One more question. Question number 10. Solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all the working. So you can see elimination method is better, because plus 5y minus 5y we can cancel, add the both equations, and then you can get the value of x. 2 plus 3 is 5x, and 45 plus 5 is 50. X is equals to 50 over 5. X is equals to 10. Now put in any of the equation. First equation is 3x plus 5y equals to 5, and we are putting x values 10 plus 5y equals to 5, 30 plus 5y equals to 5, 5y is equals to 5 minus 30, and then you will have minus 25 over 5, minus 25 upon 5, and that is equals to minus 5. Y is equals to minus 5. So you have x equals to 10 and y is minus 5. Next question now. Question number 11. 2.89 into 10 to the power minus 1 means 0.289 number like this. 1.32 into 10, 12, a bigger number. 8.3 into 10 power 1, 9 into 10 to the power 11. 2.03 into 10 to the power minus 5, 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 2. Use number from the box to match each statement. The number that is not written in standard form, so it's this number, because we have we can't have 0.3, or we cannot have 23.3. We just have one digit before the decimals, so that is 1 till 9. So 0.3 is not a standard form number, so 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 2. If you think that 9 into 10 to the power 11 is that number, so that is 9.0, the same thing. It's in standard form. The number that is not written in standard form is 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 2. The largest number, the largest power, we have 12. So that is 1.3 into 10 to the power 12. And the smaller number, it's minus 5 power. So that is 2.03 into 10 to the power of minus 5. And it was 2 marks question. Question number 12. That is a vase contains flowers that are red or pink or white. Ruth picks a flower at random. The probability that the flower is not red is pink. So the probability for red is not at 0.1 means 0.1 minus 0.9 will be equals to 0.1. That is for red. Now they gave you that the probability that flower is not pink. So the probability for pink will be equals to 1 minus 0.65. That is equals to 0.45. And now they're asking you to find the probability that the flower is white. So the probability of red and pink and white is equals to 1. 0.1 plus this is 0.35. This is 0.35. Sorry, 0.35. All right, so that is equals to, pink is 0.35, and for probability of white is equals to 1. Sorry for this one, make correction. 0.1 plus 0.35 is 0.45, plus probability of white is equals to 1. So the probability of white is equals to 1 minus 0.45, that is equals to 0.55. Move to the next question, number 13. The 0.5 and 1024 lies on the curve y is equals to c to the power of x, where c is a whole number. Find the y coordinate of the point on the curve with x coordinate is -2. Okay, so this is write down the equation. First use this to find the value of c, and then whenever you get the value of c, substitute in the same equation c, and then put -2 comma y to get the value of y, -2 comma y, and get the value of y coordinate. Okay, so the equation is y is equals to c to the power of x, and we have available x is 5 and y is 1024. All right, so you can find out the prime factors of 1024. So 1024 equals shift and then this fact button, that is equals to 2 to the power of 10. So 1024 is 2 to the power 10 is equals to c to the power of 5. So here we know that 2 to the 2 square 5 is 2 to the power 10 and c to the power 5. So c is equals to 2 square is equals to c, and c is equals to 4. Put it back in the same equation. Y is equals to 4 to the power of 4 to the power of x. Now they gave you that x coordinate is -2. Find the y coordinate. X coordinate is -2. So that means y is equals to 1 upon 4 square, that is equals to 1 upon 16, or also you can write down 0.0625. Okay, now go to the 14th question. In 14th question, these expressions are all equal in value. 5x minus 2 upon 3, 10 minus x, and y plus 1, y plus 11. Find the value of y. So it means first of all we find out the value of x, and then we find out the value of y. They are all equal. So we take these two to get the value of x, and then we take these two to get the value of y. After substitution, the value of x. I hope you understood. Now 5x minus 2 upon 3 is equals to 10 minus x. Okay, now multiply, that is equals to 5x minus 2 is equals to 30 minus 3x. You just cross multiply, like terms write down together, that is equals to 30 plus 2, which is 32. 8x is equals to 32, and x is equals to 32 over 8, which is equals to 4. We got the value of x, which is 4. Now again 10 minus x is equals to y plus 11. Now 10 minus x equals to y plus 11. 10 minus 4, which is equals to 6, is equals to y plus 11. Okay, now you are just writing down y is equals to 6 minus 11 and y is equals to minus 5. Okay, now question number 15. The population of the town is 54,000. The population is decreasing exponentially. So that is equals to 54,000, and it's decreasing 1 minus 2 upon 100 to the power of 4. And then you write down the value of it, that is 54,000 times 1 minus 2 upon 100, and then to the power of 4. So that is equals to 49807.88. So that is the population which decreased in 4 years. So how much it's decreased? They are asking how much it's decreased in 4 years. So we just minus it. Decrease is equals to 54,000 minus this number 49,807.88. All right, so minus 54, 1, 2, 3, 54,4192 point 4192, or you can write down 4192.1. So that is 4192, or you can write down 4192.1 also. So that was 3 marks question. Find the number of complete years it takes for the population of 54,000 to first fall below 44,000. It means that it is like you'll have to check that it is below first number below 44,000. Okay, so what do? You just find out 44,000 when it becomes 54,000. It was 1 minus 2 over 100 to the power of n. So what are we going to do? We are just finding out it is 54,000 times 1 minus 0.02 to the power of n. So that is 54. 1 minus, this is, wait, 1 minus 0.02. That is 0.98. 0.98 and 44,000. You can divide and then find out also that number. So I'm just checking with the calculator that how many complete years it will be. So we are just trying it. So that is 54,000 times 0.98 to the power of 5. So it is 488. It's the bigger number, 48,811. So I'm trying, it is decreasing, so we'll have to move to more. So I'm trying for with the power of 8 now. So that is 54,000 and then 0.98 power of 8. So it's becoming 45941. It's still the bigger number that 44,000. So I'm trying with 10 now. So that is 54,000 and then 0.98 to the power of 10. So it's coming 44121. Okay, it's still bigger number. So obviously I'll try with the next number, 54,000, and then it is 0.98 to the power of 11. So it's coming 43239. It means that n is equals to 11 is the complete year when it is first fall below 44,000. So n will be equals to 11 years. Or you can do by log method as well. So what you can do like that, if it is 44,000 divide by 54,000, 44, 1, 2, 3, divided by 54,000 is equals to 0.8148. Is equals to 0.8148. 0.98 n. You can take the log, that n log of 0.98 is equals to log of 8148. You just divide and you will get the number of years. I'm doing here. This is okay. Then log of 0.8148 is equals to n log of 0.98. So what do? You just take n is equals to log of 0.8148 divided by log of 0. I'm just telling you the alternate way. Alright, so what do? You just take log base 10, 0.8148. okay, divided by log of 0.98, log of 0.98. I've told in the other paper also the same thing. So that's coming 10.137. It means that more than 10. Okay, 10.1 means the complete year, more than 10, it means that 11 years is the answer with this method as well. Okay, move to the next question. Now the other question, very simple and easy. Question number 16, expand and simplify. So this is 7 times x plus 2 plus 4 times 3x plus 5. So 7x plus 14 plus 12x minus 20. So 7x plus 12x plus 14 minus 20 is equals to 19x minus 6. Okay. Part B, 3x minus y and 5x plus 2y, we will have to expand and simplify. So that is becoming 3x times 5x plus 2y, and then minus y times 5x plus 2y, and then multiply. This is equals to 15x square plus 6xy minus 5xy minus 2y square. So that is equals to 15x square plus xy, because 6 is a greater digit, and minus 2y square. 15x square plus xy minus 2y square. Now make t the subject of the formula. Okay, x is equals to 7t upon 5 minus t. So you just x is equals to 7t upon 5 minus t. You have to make the subject of t. Alright, so this is 7t is equals to 5x minus xt, and you have to make t subject, so keep t at one side and take it common. Then t common, 7 plus x is equals to 5x, and t is equals to 5x upon x plus 7, or 7 plus x means the same thing, 5x upon x plus 7. The next question, question number 18, calculate the value of x. I've already calculated, so I'm just writing down all answers. You can calculate it as well with the help of the calculator. Calculate the value of x. X is here in this triangle, wherever the two sides and one angle. It means we'll have to use the sine rule. So sine rule, a over sine a equals to b upon sine b is equals to c upon sine c. So you are going to do 41.3 upon sine x is equals to 64.5 upon sine 102 degrees. Alright, so it is 64.5 sine x is equals to 41.3 sine 102. Sine x is equals to 41.3 sine 102 upon 64.5. So we are going to find out the inverse of it. So x is equals to sine inverse 41.3 sine 102 divided by 64.5. Calculate, it is 38.8. Your answers can be 38.8 or 38.77 or to 38.78. Okay, calculate the value of y. For value of y, you can see this is all three sides are there and angle required, so obviously we'll use the cosine rule. So the sides include the y is the included angle for these two sides. Okay, so this is 64.5 square plus 52.1 square, and then whenever you do minus 70.2 square divided by 2 times 64.5 and 52.1 if you do it directly. Otherwise, if you do a square is equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos of a. So 64.5 and 52.1 and 70.2. So what do? You just do 70.2 is the opposite of y. So you just start from there. is equals to 64.5 square plus 52.1 square minus 2 times 64.5 52.1 cos of y. Okay, so cos of y is equals to 64, it was negative, I'm writing down here, plus 52.1 square minus 70.2 square divided by 2 times 64.5 and 52.1. For more steps, you can write the numerator and denominator and find out the inverse of it. So y is equals to the cos inverse of 64.5 square plus 52.1 square minus 70.2 square divided by 2 times 64.5 and 52.1, that is equals to 73.16, or you write down three significant figure 73.2 or 73.16, both answers are applicable. Okay, now question number 19. In question number 19, f of x equals to 5 to the power of x, 3x minus 2 is a g of x, hx is equals to x square plus 1. F of 5 means you are just substituting 5 in place of x in this function, is equals to 5 to the power of 5. Take your calculator, find your answer. 3125. G of 8x means here you just substitute in place of x 8. So g of 8x is equals to 3 times 8x minus 2. So 24x minus 2. So this is the answer, 24x minus 2. Or you can take common, you can write down as well 2 times 12x minus 1 if you want. So both are acceptable. It's 1 mark question. Find g inverse x. So g of x equals to 3x minus 2. Let y is equals to 3x minus 2. Make x subject, 3x is equals to y plus 2. X equals to y plus 2 upon 3. So g inverse x is equals to x plus 2 upon 3. X plus 2 upon 3. Next part, find the positive solution of GHX. GHX is equals to 364. G of HX, what is HX? HX is equals to x square plus 1. Just write down x square plus 1 is equals to 364. So in place of x, you in the function of g, just write down x square plus 1. 3 times x square plus 1 minus 2. 3 times x square plus 1 minus 2. Actually, g of x is equals to 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2. So I'm just replacing x square plus 1 in place of x only. Why x square plus 1? Because hx is x square plus 1. That's why. Okay. Now that is equals to 364. 3x square plus 3 minus 2 is equals to 364. 3x square, the difference is of just one number, plus 1 is equals to 364. 3x square is equals to 364 minus 1, sorry, 364 is equals to 363. And now we are going to divide by 3, which is equals to 121. X square is equals to 121. X equals to, you just take the square root plus minus 121, and x equals to plus minus 111. But they want you to find a positive solution, so only just write down 11. FF inverse is equals to 12, so the answer is equals to 12. Remember, if you are multiplying any number with its inverse, you will get 1. Like 2 times 1 upon 2. 2 inverse is equals to 1. GG inverse equals to 1. FF inverse equals to 1. So that's why there is no need to do any calculations. Like you can write down 1 times 12 is equals to 12. Okay, now next question number 20. In 20th question, it is y is equals to x cube plus 3x square minus 30x dy upon dx. So dy upon dx is equals to, multiply the coefficients with the power and reduce one number in the power. 3x square plus 6x minus 13. So this is 3x square plus 6x minus 13. So because 3 times 2 is 6, 3 ones are 3 and reduce one number in the power. Find the gradient of the curve y is equals to x cube plus 3x square minus 13x at the point x equals to 3. So you know that the gradient, your derivative shows the gradient. Just put the value of x is 3 in your derivative, dy upon dx. So you have 3x square plus 6x minus 13 is dy upon dx, and the gradient at 3, you will be getting 3 square plus 6 times 3 minus 13. Take your calculator, it will be equals to 32. Okay, now the next question. The next question is, the dressmaker takes 75 hours to make 31 dresses. So 75 hours and make 31 dresses. Okay, in week 1 she takes a total of 12 hours 30 minutes and minutes to make the first 4 dresses. Okay, so it means in week 1 4 dresses in, okay, you have 12 hours 30 minutes means 12.5 hours, 12.5 hours and 4 dresses. So 1 hour, in 1 hour we are going to find out in 1 hour, or you are going to find out the rate is equals to 4 upon 12.5, which is equals to 0.32 dress per hour. That is the rate. Week 2, in week 2 the remaining 27 dresses at the constant hourly rate. So here this is 4 dresses and 27 dresses they are making, and 4 and 27 means 31 dresses, and the total time is 75 hours, took 12 and a half hours in week 1. So first of all, we don't have the timings in week 2. We have to find out first the remaining time. So in week 2, the remaining time to get the rate in week 2 for one dress for 1 hour, so that is equals to the total time minus the time in week 1. So that is equals to 75 hours minus 12.5 hours, that is equals to 62.5 hours. Take your calculator, it is 4-mark question. So in week 2, so this is given that 27 dresses in 62.5 hours, 62.5 hours and make 27 dresses, it's given at the top. So 1 hour means 27 upon 62.5, that is equals to 0.432 dress per hour. So obviously you can see the difference, 0.32 and 0.432. It means the in 1 hour their speed is becoming more. So they are asking you the percentage increase in the question. So percentage increase means how much it increased divided by the old rate multiplied by 100. So new, we are going to find out the percentage increase is equals to the new rate divided by the old rate to make dress in 1 hour multiplied by 100. So whenever you just do it, you will get 0.112 divided by 0.32 times 100, and that is equals to 35%. So if they compare week 1 and week 2, the increase in percentage is equals to 35% making per hour. Okay. Alright, so question number 22, you can see the similar triangles. The diagram shows the two mathematically similar triangles. Find the value of x. So you know that if the triangles are similar, we'll just see their corresponding sides. So this one and this one, this one and this one. 14, the corresponding side is x. 10, the corresponding side is 45. So there in similarity, the sides are equally proportional. So 14 upon x is equals to 10 upon 45. Alright, so the smaller triangle numerator and the bigger triangle denominator. If you take the bigger triangle denominator, then both the fractions will have the bigger triangle in the numerator. Okay, so that is 10x is equals to 14 into 45, and then x is equals to 14 into 45 divided by 10, and that is equals to 63. Okay, go to the next one. The surface area of the two similar uh, containers, 124 square centimeter and 279. So this is the area given. The capacity of the smaller container is 56. This is the volume. Okay, find the capacity of the larger container. So remember, your sides are not there. They are completely different question. They are not the part of A. So with the help of the area, we are going to find out A1 upon A2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. Actually, you need the ratio of their sides of the uh, container given in the question. In the other containers, and it is the flat shape, which is a triangle, so they are not related to each other. Okay, the smaller one I'm taking 124 upon 279 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. Okay, with the help of L1 upon L2 whole square is equals to 120, just take the square root, 124 upon 279. Use prime factorization. It will become 2 square into 31 and 3 square into 31. Cancel. So L1 upon L2 is equals to 2 square upon 3 square means 2 over 3. The ratio of the sides are there. Now take V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. So V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2, whole cube. 56 upon volume 2 is equals to 2 over 3, the smaller one, whole cube. Alright, take the cube of it, that is equals to 8 upon 27 is equals to 56 upon V2. And I'm just doing here V2, 8V2 cross multiply is equals to 56 into 27, and V2 is equals to 56 into 27 upon 8, and that is the capacity of the larger container, which is equals to 189. Okay, go to the next one, question 23. The table shows some information about the mass of each of the 200 oranges. Can estimate the mean. For mean, we need to find out the midpoint. Midpoint 180 to 200. 180 plus 200 upon 2 is 190. 200 to 210 is 205. This is 212.5. Between 210 and 215, add it together and divide by 2. This is 222.5. What do you do? 215 plus 230 divide by 2. Okay, what do? We just multiply these two. For fx is equals to 190 times 326080, 205 into 64, 13120, 212.5 multiplied by 74, 15725, 222.5 into 202.5 times 30 is 6675. Okay, and they are 200, that is equals to 200. You just add it together, and then sum of fx divided by sum of f. So mean is equals to sum of fx divided by sum of f, which is equals to 6080 plus 13120 plus 15725 plus 6675 divided by 200. Alright, add it together, it will become 41600 divided by 200, and that is equals to 208. Okay. Now the next question, part B of the same question. Sarah draws a histogram to show the information. The table shows the height of one of the bar of this histogram. Okay, so 7.4 is given. How did we get the 7.4? Frequency density is frequency over class width. So here they have given 210 to 215. So 210 to 215, the class width, 210 to 215, the class width, just write down all the class widths here. So the class width for the first one is 180 to 200, that is equals to 20 numbers. And then we have 200 to 210, we have the class width is 10, and then we have 5, and then in the last one 215 to 230, the class width is 15 numbers. Just frequency density is frequency over class width. We are going to find out all of them, the frequency. First of all, write down their frequencies from the top. So the frequencies are 32, 64, 74 and 30. 32, 64, 74 and 30. Okay, so the frequency density is equals to frequency over class width. Frequency over class width. Okay, all right, so that is equals to frequency over class width will be equals to 32 over 20. 32 over 20 is 1.6. 20 is 1.6, and 64 over 10 is equals to 6.4, and 74 over 5 is 74 upon 5 is equals to 14.8, and 30 over 15 is equals to 2 numbers. Okay, this is all frequency density. So we'll have to check how it will become 7.4. When we divide 14.8 by 2, we'll get 7.4. It means that from 210 to 215, it means we are just dividing frequency density by 2 to get the height. Okay, so to get the height, we just divide frequency density by 2. Okay, so for example, you can see 210 to 215, frequency density upon 2 is equals to 14.8 upon 2 is equals to 7.4. So we are trying the same thing. Now we are trying the first one. 180 is less than m is less than equals to 200. So frequency density upon 2. Frequency density here is 1.6. 1.6 upon 2 is 0.8 here. So this I've written here 0.8. And the next one, 200 to 210. Frequency density upon 2, which is equals to 6.4 upon 2, which is equals to 3.2 is the height. And the last one, then 215 till 230, the frequency density upon 2 is equals to that is its frequency density is 2, so that is equals to 2 upon 2, that is equals to 1. So everywhere what did we do? 1.6 upon 2 to get the height of 180 to 200. 64.4 upon 2 is just 3.2 to get the height of 200 to 210. 14.2 upon 2 to get 7.4 the height, and 2 upon 2 to get 1, which is the height of 215 to 230. All right, I hope you understood. Moving to the next question. Okay, so the diagram shows a cuboid ABCDEFGH. A is 6.4, EH is 5.1 centimeters, and EG is 13 centimeters. Calculate EF, E to F. So I'm just joining E for finding out the value of E to F. So what is E to F? Just draw in the diagram. E to F, H to G, A to B, and D to C. They all are same. Okay, it's in the base. So first of all, we find out the base, and then we'll be able to find out the value of either E to F or H to G. Okay, this is, for example, this we have to find out. So here, to find out E, first of all, we'll do 6.4, 90 degree and 13 centimeter, and we'll find out E to G, which is the base. Okay, so EG is equals to square root of 13 square minus 6.4 square, which is equals to 11.315 centimeters. Okay, now we got it, 11.315 centimeters. Now what are we going to do? We are taking another triangle to get the value. So this is, you just take only this much. Okay, and you know that it is 90 degree because it's a rectangle. So this is 11.315 x and 5.1. X is the value of H to G or E to F. That means the same. So E to F is equals to 11.315 square minus, we are taking the Pythagoras theorem, that is 10.10 or 10.1 or 10.10. You can write down. Part B, the angle between EG and the base EFGH. Angle between the base and EFGH. Okay, so you just take this triangle and you have to find out the angle. And now I'm just drawing the diagram here. It is 6.4 and it is 13. With the help of it, we can find our answer. This is 13, 6.4 and angle. So we have the opposite, and hypotenuse means SOHCAHTOA, it means sine of theta is equals to O over H. This is equals to 6.4 over 13. Theta is equals to sine inverse 6.4 upon 13, which is equals to 29.49, or you can write down 29.5 degrees. That's the answer for this question. I hope you understood. Move to the question number 25. In question number 25, we have Jana has a length of wire measuring 68 centimeter. Correct to the nearest centimeter. It's of 3 marks question. 68 centimeter, correct to the nearest centimeter means plus minus 1 upon 2 to get the lower and upper bound. So 68 centimeter plus 0.5 to get the upper bound, minus 0.5 to get the lower bound. So this is 68.5 and 67.5. It's a upper bound and it's a lower bound. Now from the wire, it's a total wire was 68 centimeters. From the wire she cuts off 2 smaller pieces, and it is 4.7 centimeter, correct to the nearest millimeter. So they are different. Nearest millimeter means 0.1 centimeter, because 1 millimeter is 10 centimeter. So millimeters to centimeter, it is 0.1 centimeter. So it means the first piece is 4.7 centimeter. So that is 0.1 means 0.1 upon 2 means 0.05. You add, subtract to get the upper and lower bound. So that is plus 0.05 and minus 0.05. So 4.75 and 4.65. It's the upper bound and it's the lower bound. Now we are going to do a piece of length 10.0, the second piece. Nearest millimeter means 0.1 centimeter means 0.1 upon 2 plus minus 0.05 to get the lower and upper bound. So the second piece is um, that is 10.0 centimeters, and you add 0.05 and subtract 0.05 to get the lower and upper bound. So that will become 9.95 and 10.05. 9.95. This is the upper bound and it is the lower bound. So we have upper, lower bound, lower bound, and these are the pieces from which they are cutting. So find the upper and lower bound, the length remaining wire. Remaining wire means to get the lower bound, what do? You take the lower bound of the full length minus the upper bound of the pieces. Okay, so the lower bound is equals to subtract the maximum cut. It means take the minimum original, which is 67.5, and subtract the maximum cut. Then you will get the lower answer, 4.75 and 10.05. Subtract the maximum cut means you will take the upper bound of these from lower bound. Then you will have a bigger answer. So this is smaller answer, sorry. So 67.5 minus 14.8, which is equals to 52.7. So we have the lower bound is 52.7 centimeters. Okay. Okay, now we are going to see the upper bound for the other number. Okay, to get the maximum remaining length, take the maximum original and subtract the minimum cut. To get the maximum remaining length, you take the maximum original from a bigger number, you subtract the smaller number, then you get a bigger answer. So the upper bound will be equals to, you take the bigger value 68.5 and subtract the lower numbers. So they were these two. Okay, so that is equals to 4.65 and 9.95. 4.65 and 9.95, and then you get 68.5 minus 14.6, and that is equals to 53.9. So you will have the range is 52.7 centimeter and the remaining wire length and less than 53.9, which is the upper bound. I hope you understood. First of all, in this question we change millimeter to centimeter because the units were different, and then this is the subtraction question. Always for the greater answer, greater minus lower, and for the smaller answer, smaller minus bigger answer. All right, so the other question, vectors question number 26. ABCD is a parallelogram. AM is M. It is so it's P, it's M, and F is a point, BC to BF is 4 FC. Okay, so you will have this one as 4 portion and it is 1. Okay, then they are giving AEs to EDs 1 is to 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. So it means that it is 1/3 of P and this is 2/3 of P. And here at the top also, this is 4/5. B to F is 4/5 of P, and this is F to C is 1/5 of P. Alright, so in the first part, EF in terms of M and P. EF, E to F we have to find out. So we can take ED to DC to CF. Okay, ED to DC to CF we can find out. So EF is equals to ED to DC to CF. It is 2/3 of P and it is M only, and CF is in the opposite direction, so I'm writing down minus 1/5 P. Write down like terms together and simplify. So that is 15, 10p minus 3p plus m. So that's a 7 upon 15p plus m, or m plus 7 upon 15p, 3 marks question. Now the second part, EF and DC is extended to meet at the point G, and CG we have to find out in terms of M and or P. Okay. Alright, so just look at the top. We'll have to extend the line. Okay. So here they are just telling us that EF is extending. So EF is extending, and DC is also extending, and DC is also extending. Okay, to meet at G. So this is the point G, and we can see the similar triangles. So here they're just asking us to calculate the value of CG. So I'm drawing it here, the triangle GFC and GED. Okay, and we know that the triangle GFC is similar to the triangle GED, and we know some sides. We know FC has the ratio 1 or 1 over 5p, and it is 2 over 3p. You just compare for the diagram, and we have to find out GC or CG, and GD is GD. We have M here, and I'm just taking X this much. Okay, all right. So taking the ratios, FC I know, and ED, and here GC upon we have GC upon GD. Okay, so FC is 1 upon 5D upon 2 upon 3 P, this is P, and this is 2 upon 3p is equals to now this is G to C is X upon this is also G to D in the opposite direction, X plus M. So we can cancel. Now we are going to simplify it. 1 upon FP multiply by, you just do the just cancel first P, and then 1 upon 5 multiply by 3 over 2 is equals to X upon X plus M, and then you can have 3 upon 10 is equals to X upon X plus M, then 3x plus 3m is equals to 10x. Keep 3x minus 10x is equals to minus 3m, and then you will have minus 7x is equals to minus 3m, and then x is equals to 3 over 7. So here you need to find out x was the question, and this is 3 over 7 is the answer for CG. All right, so that was the last part of the paper. So we have finished 058043 October November 2025 paper. For more past paper solutions step by step, and for the other variants of 2025 October November, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, take care. Bye bye.